Mosaic Entertainment.
Oh, we just say man. Say what? Say where? Say what? 50-50. Hallelujah. 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 50-50. Hallelujah. You start going. You start going.
Mosaic Entertainment.
Oh, we just say man. Say what? Say where? Say what? 50-50. Hallelujah. 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 50-50. Hallelujah. You start going. You start going. Now we get the cup. If you put yourself down, if you put yourself down, if you put yourself down, God go raise you up. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. Na one word, oh yeah. Leone Stars na one word, oh yeah. Hey mama, Leone Stars na one word, oh yeah. Leone Stars na one word, oh yeah. We don't score, we don't score, we don't score. Leone Stars don't score, we don't score, we don't score, we don't score. Leone Stars don't score. Say no dey talk boku, wetin you want to let them give your ball. Kaikamara no dey talk boku, wetin you want to let them pass the ball. Kapesi kele don pass, Kwame free, one fast and Irano touch am, Buyaka. David,
and other
senior player,
edition of Genuine Sport, the second edition we look at Leone Stars in the Afcon.
hallelujah, victory, hallelujah, Leone Stars going Leone Stars going
And also highlighted profile players
We go more than them move.
Show us more information about and wait for show when I but as even for them they continue to show us that players now and then from there we go move on. Let's just start with the profiling of we players them. We get where we get now the African Cup of Nations and most of the players and one thing is that one of the players and don't drop out we get injury when Alassane Koroma, one of the twins where they be select and due to hamstring injury and don't be able to be replaced by Augustus Cabo where they play for Cortona, Italy. And also Augustus now one player where plenty people be asked question but why then drop but they don't join we now. It go join the team now, and I believe say a lot of people go happy with that development because now one regular player we regular for in club and they play fantastic football. Well, inside the show today, like I say, we they look at the possibility of Sierra Leone moving ahead in the tournament. But now we start for profile some of the players them as I wait for me guest them for join me at the show. First of all, we talk about Sierra Leone statistics in football. The Sierra Leone Football Association, a member of CAF and Wafu and also FIFA. And we coach, of course, we know Nigel Kista, we captain Umaru Bangura, and the player we get the most caps at the moment for the team now Umaru Bangura with 52. And we top scorer, according to the statistics we get now Mohamed Kalon. And we stadium, of course, now the Shaka Stevens Stadium. And so on, move on. We did 108 currently as of December 23rd, 2021. We then do the FIFA ranking, now the world. And we first international match where we ever playing now between Sierra Leone and Nigeria, and that's be happening inside Freetown, August 10, 1949. And the biggest win with Salondo ever get now against Niger, where Salon beat Niger by 5-1 inside Freetown when on March 7, 1976. And so that's some of the statistics. Then that we also been get other bad record in terms of we biggest defeats when against Mali, where Mali beat we 6-0 na Bamako on June 7, 2000, June 17, 2007 na the African Cup qualifiers. So these are some of we records as a team as Sierra Leone. Of course, we know we call on a green, white, and blue, and we get a lot for discourse. So we all know players the way get they represent. We should not need not again for go through the players and clubs and all. Let me just go through the statistics so far. Let's just get this off my way. Where the first player will go profile now Daniel Francis. Daniel Francis now one of the first player we will look at in in profile. Well, Daniel Francis in position defender, they play right or left back, and born July 10, 2002, in age 19 year, and they play for Bradford. Now they start in junior and youth career, and now England he born, and then he get for move to Germany. Rotwist Allen, who say they play in football currently, and Daniel, like I say, is starting career with Bradford na England, which I a born. And so far so good this season. Well, you know, been get much playing time, but after we Leone Star begin column, we see say in team increase in playing time as it play more games this BNTM. And if you can look at in record already, he don't play total of 2 matches for Sierra Leone, and both matches now friendlies. The friendly match against Ethiopia, I play for full 90 minutes now left back, and the one against Comoros, he played for 45 minutes where we lost 2-0, and the Ethiopia match will be lost 0-0. So Daniel Francis don't play 2 matches for Sierra Leone. And in record within teams so far this season, it like you see from the board, it don't play more matches. And out of 21 matches this season within club, it only done the out of the squad for 2 matches. So meaning he don't play about 19 matches for in club so far, and now one pan the regular players them for the team we in the play for. And the next player na Kevin Light, we born December 28, 1995, he 26 year, and he born in London, Sierra Leone, and in position na left back. Himself don't get about 3 caps for Salon, and he can play left back and in other position in a left midfield or left winger. So he can use either na the left back or like how they can use like how Madrid and other clubs or Tottenham in develop Bale way then pull him from left backs for play na the left wing as well. So Kevin Wright born 12 December 1995 in England, and Wright is of Sierra Leone descent. He debuted with the Sierra Leone national football team in a friendly 2-1 loss to Mauritania on 9 October 2020. Now a professional footballer where he be there with Orebo na Sweden. And in career so far, he get a very good career. Even though this BNT he get issue with club where he get for left the club where he be there by mutual consent. So much of him match appearance, not there, but he gets a very good career statistics with in total appearance, goals by club, season by competition. You will find out say he get 36 appearance for this between 2016 to 19. He gets some regular playing time and he scores some goals as well. So that's all for Light. And for Kake, also we get a very good record with QPR. Now he right back. Let's just go to in profile. Kake. Okay. That's now Umo Zengele Bagua, but let's see who's next. Yeah, Kake. So you get Insef to play for QPR and Sierra Leone, and it gets it play right back as we all know. Now right back it play, and one of we regular players them since he be making debut for Sierra Leone back then, and I try to go back to Kake. Yeah, so he play for QPR and he born 25th August 1997, he was 24 years, in na England born. In position a defender, he play number 2 for QPR and Salon. And he also can play na the other side there. He can play as a centre back as well. And after playing in Queens Park Rangers, Kake signed his first professional contract with the club in 2015 on 29 January 2016. signed a new one-year deal to keep him at QPR until 2017. He made his first QPR appearance starting out of position on the right of midfield in the EFL Cup second round victory over Rockdale before being substituted after 73 minutes to an ovation from the Queen's Park Rangers supporters. And from then he move on and he go for loan to Livingston, and he go on loan to Chesterfield, Partick Thistle, and international career you get in first appearance on September 2018, Kake been get for play against Ethiopia at the African Cup of Nations qualifier for the first time for Salone. And as you see in records, them Kake get a very good statistics so far in from 2019 to 2020. Now the English Championship, he gets some good records, and in total career appearance na 92 and he scored 2 goals. Where that's now from 2016 to 2020. And in career move on as he gets total play plus sub matches so far this season, and total minutes he gets 475, and in minutes per match now 48, and average goal 0, expected goal 0.15, shots you get 3, on target 1, off target 2, and bookings blocks you get 2, offside 0, foul 3. So the man a real defender. Okay, we go kind out to Zengele when I the captain, but before Zengele still on Kake. So Kake gets good record in passing as well. Passes, he gets total of 165 record for this season. And in terms of discipline, he only gets 1 yellow card so far in this season, no red card. And tackle success, he gets 57.7. So that tells you it's a very good defender. And in the English Premier Championship, Usman Kake has played 4 matches plus 6 as a sub. They have he has 1 shot on target from a total of 3 shots and have scored 0 goals. Usman Kake averaged 16 passes per match with a pass completion rate of 79% and has 0 assists. Usman Kake has received 1 yellow card and 0 red card. The average playing rate for Usman Kake in the English Football League Championship 2021-2022 season is 5.77. And in last match now against Birmingham City, though, in a been an unused sub. For the other person as Zengele, our captain, the longest serving player so far, we get the highest cap for the team, na Zengele. And in one of the players them we don't stay na national team since under 17 in 2003-2004, where he joined the national side as under 17 player till he rise to the rank of senior national team and captain. And he born October 7, 1987, age 34. And in place of that, now Frito in position a defender, he play centre back, and he also can play other position as defensive midfielder. In youth career, I started with Mighty Blackpool and Watford in 2005. Watford in England. Senior career, I don't play for so many clubs there, including Zurich and in current club in Zamax. And national team, senior club appearance, national team so far, like I say, in the IS, the player of the IS cap for the team, and though they with the team for a very long time. And so far in January 2011, Bangura moved. He made his league debut for the club on 20th March 2011 in a 2-0 away loss to Tromsø IL. It was subbed in the 71st minute for Anyora. He scored his first league goal for the club on 25th September 2011. So that now the time where they play for Elite Strength. And inside it, in transfer history, He don't play for so many clubs from Zurich to Zamax now where he dey play for. And statistics of Umo now the Swiss Cup. I don't for a very long time now we know they play, but in total minutes so far now 450. And inside the Challenge Cup, he played 3 matches, and the Swiss Cup he only played 2 matches for this season. And all the rest of the day now bench sometimes he not can play at all. He not can be around the team as not the squad at all. So that now in statistics for this season, as we all know, say it be the battle with injuries. And so as we get Stephen Coker also in a lot of players them born in England. Fullback Stephen Coker born 29 December 1991, age 30, place of birth Fulham, England, and in position as centre back. Current team na in current team na Turkey. He dey play for one of the top side them na the Turkish league. So na Gaziantep on loan from Fenerbahce. And Coker started in professional career with Tottenham Hotspur in 2009. He spent 3 seasons on loan with Yeovil Town, Bristol City, and Swansea City. At Swansea, he made his first appearance in the Premier League, and at the end of the season, played for Britain at the 2012 Olympics. In November 2012, he made a scoring England debut in a friendly against Sweden. It was sold to newly promoted Cardiff City for the 2013-14 season, but was unable to prevent their relegation from the Premier League. It was subsequently sold to Queen's Park Rangers for the following 2014-2015 season, who themselves were relegated. He spent the next few seasons largely on loan to Southampton and Liverpool before playing half of a season for Dundee in the Scottish Premiership. He then joined Turkish Superliga, and in January 2019, Coker was born in Fulham in the London borough of Onslow. Um, he attended preparatory school as his primary school, and he moved on to high school and then football. So Coker also now a fantastic player and also one of the players that we regular this season and now the Superliga and other competition the inside Turkey where he don't play so far this season. And in statistics they show say he dey play all the matches the way they play he can always stay full 90 minutes. Now a regular player for in club and he always Kinde na the squad, so a very regular for in team. And for David now one of the other players that we na a new man at the Leone Stars side, even though he don't get in caps for the friendly matches that will be play. It was see say David in main position a right back and other position left. That's na David Cisse, but he can play also na the center. So he born September 18, 1998, in at 23 years old. He born na London as well. And in position na right back. And in current caps for Sierra Leone na two as well in friendly matches. In full name na David Junior Dean Cisse. And currently he play na one of the teams in England. David Junior Cisse, who plays as a defender for Wilstone. Born in England, he represented the Sierra Leone national team. And in early career, he born in Brent, and Cisse joined Watford in 2007. Turning professional in June 2016. On 13th April 2018, it was announced that Cisse, along with numerous other graduates, were to leave Watford at the end of the contract in June. And he joined Crowley Town and go to Barnet, and now they play for Wilstone. And inside international career, as I say, he already don't represent Sierra Leone. He was called up to the Kenya national football team as Kenya also be the try for claim the player in citizenship, but he decided to play for Sierra Leone. And October 2001, he was called up by Sierra Leone for friendly fixtures that month. He debuted for Sierra Leone in a one-all friendly with South Sudan on 7th October. A appearance and goals by club season and competition so far for 2021 2022. A not play much it for a new club, but the other club will be living at Brentford. He plays 6 matches and only 6 appearances now he gets. In total career matches now 62 and other matches that we play extra all sum up to 76. But so far so good. A new club, you know, gets much time there. And it gets a lot of matches the way they left her out of the squad. So quick one, let's just go back now the studio and see if me guests they don't join me for let we talk more about other things the way they happen and see we go come to the players them again. Welcome to the show, Desmond.
Yeah, good evening, Maggie, and good evening also viewers.
Hello Desmond, you get me?
Yeah, to get to you.
All right. So first of all, let me start from the time when the team with the left salon. I see you know one post will be active on social media that day with regards to the way they happen. So what's in that you take about the preparation and the farewell with regards you know the way how the team be left and all.
Well, I think on a high note, it was great that they meet the president, and then the president being able to talk to them and bid them farewell. Where you expect to happen around Africa. This now like a tradition now. All the teams and they will say goodbye to them president. Them sort out few issues before they left. So in we own case as well, even really nice. And then we see Usa with them in the left the Golden Tunis Hotel beside them in Freetown. Now the drama actually take place because there was a lot of work we take place. They then go for sort out, then vest them, then stockings and everything. And then before then they left our place, they will see, of course, waiting, take the attention of the day, which we get we own colleague where your wife been so emotional, express some things and we from another point of view, people not being like waiting to and it raised a lot of attention around social media. Some people take them in a negative way, some people take them in a positive way. We see the players them as well be very excited about boarding the sea coach boat for cross to Lunge, and in Lunge, of course, it takes some time before them left Lunge for flight finally to Ghana and from Ghana to Douala. But of course, we all know there was a little bit of drama in Lunge, and people they try to cover the story of what happened there. So it was really, really sad for what happened there because everybody still not get a clue of what happened there. But from waiting we understand it not been good at all for the spirit of the team and also the momentum around waiting their own plan. A lot of exchange of words been there from a lot of people that we then they get some talk around for no waiting really not the problem. And then reach now Douala, of course, talk to few people there. The reception, of course, been good, but I've been getting me own concern about the reception because in this COVID situation, we need for manage we players them very well that they not fall short of waiting to happen to other nations. Then. So for me, I've been too concerned the reception when I see how people been go close to them, including the journalists them, and also there was no kind of restriction from we own players them as well. I can understand the excitement. If you don't wait for 25 years, you are there now. You want for left your energy now. But with all waiting that happened around COVID-19, there was need for let people also watch the movement and everything. And we see inside, then actually don't hit the ground running, don't get the first and second practice, and they don't settle themselves there. So a lot of things don't happen along the way. Where those are things I believe see as the tournament unfold and go don't settle down properly around the minds of people, and then we will begin talk about the football. But with preparation going forward, that is something for write home about and a worrisome because some of them things and they like these little things that we supposed forget right. If we get them wrong, it can affect the game. And one thing about football or sport, every segment of in development where you miss, you get an effect where they put in the minds of the players them or in the whole organization. So we just hope that the players themselves go put some of them challenges them aside and then look at the bigger picture. We come victorious on Tuesday against
Organization.
Nigeria.
So we just hope that
So
players themselves will put some of them challenges them aside and then look at the big.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for
Yeah.
me, I'm very much optimistic, and then a lot of people, the bookmakers, don't write we opponents them say yes, they are far better side than we. But that notwithstanding, this is football. The team will carry the better they can win the match. So there are a lot of challenges there and there, but at the end of the day, we know why we are in these challenges because we don't want to get the right people then the right opportunity for run affairs now with sport, and we don't want to ask the right questions them, and we self with around the sport we for talk about the good things them and also find ways of solving the problems them with the play mediocrity because some people want for survive here in the sport, then they see the truth, then turn them to wrong just
Okay.
because they want for survive. So
Yeah,
it's
so going forward, when the team arrive, we see everybody be happy that the team don't arrive and all. But another issue will come up the other day now the printing of a jersey, where people can see numbers and names with different font size and colors, be raised an eyebrow on social media, especially where it begins for do it the national team itself, and people let me get for question who that do the printing and why, because we get an we get an agreement with Umbro and all, but seeing such printing in order reflect waiting for come out from Umbro itself.
Well, this is why a lot of us are asking the question. If now a deal we get with Umbro wey na a satisfying deal, I believe say it is their responsibility for print everything and send them to we country. But if you look wetin happen before then they go for this vest, they still not get money. The FA president been write to the ministry as he say in one of in interviews them. Then he actually use the money where them he don't give to them since 2019 when I've been the FA Cup money. He say he used the money for sort out issues them around the vest. So we all been expecting with the vest and camp, it's not going to be a problem again. And just for put on a bag and the players then travel with her. And this nothing will be the re-echo over and over. Say let it not be like wetin happen na Turkey. Say when dem go dem left the vest and behind. And now wetin we dey hear with the ugly scenario wey don happen in the training kits wey dem pull out. We understand say by tomorrow, na dem go dey travel with the real match kits wey dem dey use. So that just tells you how incompetent we dey in wetin we dey do. And sometimes, for me, I feel so sad with the way things are going because just imagine for 25 years, we've not got the opportunity of saying, yes, we're here. Now we're there, and we're able to get to act them properly. These small, small things, then, we don't for become issues. These are the things we don't become issues. We hang around as cloud in everything we will try for do. And you get people in authority where they expect much from. They deny the fact, say, things are not going right. Then they say things are going right. Even when then they see it clearly, boldly on the wall, say things are not right in some section of what they happen, then they can say, yes, you're right. And no one accept the mistakes. We're all human beings. We can make mistake, but it don't mean say we mistake them for make we greater than for look around and say, you know what, we made a mistake, but we'll correct it the next time. And this time we defend bigger problem. Good. And even the person where we find out, say, with some of we know, because a lot of people they cover the story, say I do them pretty and and somebody where they around sports, somebody where inside leg sports, and he really they derive a lot. So doing something like this, where say your nation you do them for, I think it's a slap now the person in face, and also for we as Sierra Leonean, it's disrespectful for the nation. Say 25 years, some people will say, okay, now vest not the vex for yes, because that's what starts the game. If you don't have a proper vest, you not go play. You see what happen at the CAF website. With the talk of Umbro, then something they wouldn't put it for advertise salon. Now LeBron, you see it. So everybody begin raise concerns, say, why some of these things we not able to get them properly? What now we focus really and go into this competition? This is the major question we now we ask. Because a lot of things then they will go wrong. Waiting make them go wrong. Nobody no.
Yeah. Okay. So talking about the issue with happen at CAF website. Later, one of the media man come and say now a mistake from the CAF graphic side and then don't apologize. But we don't see any apology letter. So that will be a big mistake, like you say, putting up because all we know that we don't advertise almost say now in our official kit. And like you say now, we kits there on the way for go. Now tomorrow I will reach all them thing and they and giving, like most time like you say, giving opportunity to people locally for do things, but at the end of the day then they mess up. So quick while let me take this interview from we heroes them we waiting themselves get for say about the national team. We talked to Joseph Toby and Abu Sanko.
For our daily Leone Stars for Afcon 2022 Cameroon, sir.
So far, so good. My own knowledge as a past player, a former captain. Well, what the coach wants and what he asks for, I feel say in game. Because if they are not in game, he go down there some reservation. But looking the team, how I see them assemble them again final 28, I feel to say satisfied with the preparation.
Okay, sir. Well, let's come back to the technical side. We know say we coach will get John Kista. He always like for play with the defensive system. So what's the intake about the particular system we get for you, sir?
Well, first of all, I'm not going to say like for play with defensive system. First of all, we will get a symposium where we will adopt 4-3-3, right?
Yes, sir.
Where I believe say now he will try for work on for make a pattern at the national team. And you know we will get a team like this, you will play one system, right? So some of how they come, now the journalists are not to understand. So until they all lost the ball, we will play one top. But when we attack, we use the 4-3-3. So now that's one for the try for look. So, but most of our focus is that one way we play one top, now people say now the system landing. The system they change when we defend. But when they attack, they use the 4-3-3.
What's last message we get for them as an all experienced player, sir?
As a former captain and a past player, and I wish them good luck. Secondly, make them all dedicate and give themselves and the country they go represent. Let them forget about everything, put them behind the back. At the end of the tournament, they will see the light of the tunnel.
Well, I'm Coach Abu Sanko. I want to tell people about the preparation for the Leone Stars team for Afcon 2022 in Cameroon, sir.
Actually, the family, the preparation for the team, that is Leone Stars, for this Cameroon, I'm telling you, it was well planned, well organized. The coaches are all focused and they believe yes, what they do the right thing, and they make sure the players do the same thing back.
Well, as a coach and as an ex-player for Leone Stars, we know say John Kista when the head coach for Adali Leone Stars, he always they play with the defensive system, and we also get a prefix strikers and where at least the coach when John Kista for change in particular system. So what's the intake about the particular system for at least we will go further, sir?
The system we John Kista deal with, that makes Salon qualify so after 25 years. What I want to tell you, John Kista system, believe me, it work by any kind of competition at the world, if I say Africa. So for the praise I'm saying is the system they work, and because I believe in them, at the same time, I believe in what they do, what they execute, as far as the players, all they do accordingly. Okay,
I'm coach. Coming back to the particular and critical stage where we do so as a nation, how we get for a rate performance in that particular stage. And mind you, we did in a stage where you get the defending champion winner Algeria, and also we get every course where we not ever beat game, and also we get Equatorial Guinea also get for play. I just want Europe mods also by this particular stage who we do so.
To be fair enough, to me, the group of I call it the group of death. Why? Because all the team they're very, very strong. Even though the 24 team them we qualify all strong, but we don't group all 40 team they're very, very strong. So I can just say to me like a group of dead. But I want to tell you say Sierra Leone will perform to the best of their ability. Sierra Leone will perform Salon people will gladly for that we support them at least let us see the performance.
And what's the last word we get for say to the team and for the country and nation as a whole?
The team at the place stay focused. Of course, technical team, we got one problem. The nation. Lord we support, Lord we pray for our Leone Stars for at least a success camp.
All right, that's now the voices of we legend them. Desmond, you listen to Toby and that's of Abu Sanko. looking at the technical aspect of the game and the preparation itself. They believe and trust in Kista and system, and also waiting them feel say it can do for make sure say the team able for excel at the competition.
Well, now their own opinion that, and I believe say they express them as heroes, and we don't serve the nation before people like we come. So I respect them, but again, Kista don't do a great job despite the hiccups and with along the line with some management issues, them organizing problems there and there. We could give them the plus because also now home base coach they do something like this. So in those days now foreigners then we talk say they kind of salon for kind impact knowledge. But now we get we own when are we own out of nothing, you don't try for create something. But this is the center stage where you don't find himself now and history can tell waiting he do they can serve as legacy and it can also left as a blueprint going forward for other coaches and for belief say yes we as local coaches as they can say we can do it. But the challenge way they ahead of we is huge. Now that make when we not get the smaller things and right, a lot of we they come out not to say one criticize or one on the negative side. We're in the 21st century. Sierra Leone is not the only country that is poor or people can refer to say not able to put in act them together. However, we able to do things and we other nations them not able to do. But going forward, the challenges and what we get now for let we understand say the people that we get the knowledge for let we get what we want. It's important for bring them on board, may they all work together. But the egos them of some people around with sport, then they deter the progress we want for me. But I hope say going forward, we're not going to use this Afcon this year as a learning process, but we could use them as a process for like we name known to the world. Say yes, out of nothing we can do something. But nevertheless, football goes with preparation. It goes with sound mind and sound organization around team building. So if we not get them, then we stand for face. We think will be a surprise for we at the end of the day.
All right. So if we look at the way how the other teams and don't set up for the especially the teams that we're going for facing, a lot of people lay more emphasis on Algeria and that of Ivory Coast, forgetting Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea are one of the teams where they self get some good foreign based players, even though they're not popular to the others, but they get a lot of them players from Spain where they play now the Spanish Segunda B and where they play for some other clubs them na La Liga, but not big clubs them as we can think of. So what do you think about the group itself?
Well, for me, the group itself, me concern not to waiting Salon go do against Algeria. Me concern now waiting Equatorial Guinea go do against Ivory Coast. That's my major concern. Why I say so because we last game now Equatorial Guinea we play, and then we first game we play Algeria, and then Equatorial go for play Ivory Coast. So just imagine say if the result favor Equatorial Guinea against Ivory Coast, and then we own result not favor we against Algeria, then it become a do or die battle, not a group day. So that's why me own concern are more of on waiting Equatorial Guinea can able to do against the light of Ivory Coast and Algeria. And let we not forget, say, this is a country we also don't host the tournament. And when you talk of investing in sports as well, and one of the countries the way the president see the need for really invest, not only invest in putting the infrastructure, but also making that the players then comfortable within the get. And that make if you look, most of them players them are players them within the Spanish region or Portuguese speaking nations them as well. So then they go far forget even players away not connected to them, but attract them with something for make them can play for their country. So and a formidable side, although the bookmakers and they talk about them much, but let we look at say they don't host the competition. So that alone tell we say yes, this is a force for reckon with they know what's in the we for 25 years we've been out, we are not consistent. And these people are very consistent in qualifying and in also in performance. So for me, it's a major concern there. And of course, Ivory Coast as well, a very dangerous side. We don't play with them so many times. We get a similar way of playing. But when you look at the stars them in different areas them, you get people that we supposed to worry about. sometimes they say you don't need for worry much for your opponent. You need for worry about what you can do. Try forget your own plans them correct, and then you can achieve what you want. But in these days, you for able analyze what your opponent get and what you yourself get for let you able get the point where you want. Of course, Algeria, we all know, a big cracker for we. We know what they do, 39 matches unbeaten. And then we see these are people waiting. Then you football for now like war. When everybody they go getting weapon and everything in arm. So you don't mind waiting to happen. And everybody fall down, everybody pick everybody down. Everybody pick everybody up. So all man go, all man come, as you can say. But they are very committed and they are very talented in waiting and they do, and they are focused as well. So I just hope say on Tuesday we can get the better day in the 90 minutes. But it's a very big tracker one for we.
Okay. So quick while let we listen to waiting some fans them been get for say, and then we will come and play IBK interview later.
Demetrius Carter, a diehard fan of all Edwardian and also biggest country in the world. Lamin Demetrius Carter, with all the support and motivation we then get, you think say that's good enough for them take Africa by surprise and qualify for the group stage? Well, I believe say the government don't try a lot. They don't play their own part. They don't give a good sum of money, about 48 point so billion. We at least we the think say we expect a lot from the boys because the motivation is there. The government don't do a lot to the FA, and we expect a better outcome because we don't do a lot. So now who's player where you think say go be the hero for Salone for the Afcon 2022? Who's player will go take up the mantle and responsibility? Who's player go shine more in this competition? They a lot because this like a competition, and we get Teisa Kalon, we get Kai, we get Musa, now we Bobo, yes, we get Augustine, we get Usman Kake, yes, we get a lot of players, we get calibers of players where we think say they were able to live to that kind of expectation day. So I'm waiting at you fix what we go say to our Leone Stars. Well, I just want to encourage each and every person. Let me just stay calm. Let me try for give the boys the motivation. It's not easy. We don't always see the group where we did. Now a do or die group, believe in me. But this we just give a go together with level best. We just need for try. Put on the more effort, we work and we see the outcome of it. We only wish for the best, but again, if it not happen, that's not football. We can see Algeria are the best team in Africa. Ivory Coast also the defending champion. So you see, we just need for put on the best at least we're able for do, so that we self we're able for left the marks there. We self we're able for sell out the boys then, because me waiting me want now for let the boys then go showcase their talent, so that big team that you go play we're able for see them and able for play. We want the boys then for playing at top flight leagues.
Dr. German Balak, fan of all Edwardian and Leone Stars.
Well, I'm German Balak. What do you think say about the preparation for the team and the boosting of the government towards the FA of Leone Stars for Afcon?
Yeah, and on the part of the government because what's the economic and how economy they move in this country now, how they go ups and down, austerity, then issue in the government because even government pay back a lot of salary for the African League when they go play in Morocco. And the incentive of the players will be the go train, as what the president don't promise, all the government fulfill. And we also the motivation, we don't give player $4,500 for winning a game, then 3,000 appearance, 1,500 for the goal. On the part of the government, it's right. On the part of UEFA, make you always get issue with UEFA. So no, UEFA they always give issue. We get square peg around all. That's what we go say. Because you FA responsibility for control football in country. How SLFA go there, if we go play big competition like this, no the substandard jazz we then go print. One of the expect such kind of thing. We got the expect so don't get umbo contract. All get umbo contract, not see that kind of sell for the sea. We all the see jazz the way umbo the print for country and clubs the way umbo the do partnership with. So the government through the ministry or NSA, they have fair way set up inquiry for investigate the FA about that umbo deal. That's what the last time we get Mafo deal. Mafo deal can be done. We don't even know which benefits and don't benefits. What are the package will benefit, what you gain from Mafro? We play with Mafro, we don't see no benefits on our own board and so use. Well, German Balak, as a fan, what you get for expect from the team? The team in general, just like I can always talk, now we don't put yourself under pressure. Short kind group over there, now we don't feel say, we go quiz stone pull water. If you happy, that teams they know where they go play. Algeria, defending champion, Ivory Coast a former champion, and will never beat Ivory Coast State and history. Algeria don't beat them, but for now we'll see the form within there. And football never mind football, and let biscuits he can go put sign up your expecter. But don't put boys on that approach. No go enjoy the moments, elaborate the words of the legend Mohamed Kalon. No go enjoy the moments, whatever happen. No we prepare for ourselves for further competition.
So I'm waiting to be prediction for the group stage matches where we get for play inside Amdouala in Cameroon.
Then the group stage matches, just like that you always say, Algeria game now most difficult game. If we will survive that game, we will go up to the as far as semi-final. If we will survive that game, but Ivory Coast had predicted draw, then we beat Equatorial Guinea. We possibly go call it as one of the 4 best third teams in the competition. We're going to make go second round. Well, this is Larry, a darling Leone Stars supporter, and this is my county, Sierra Leone.
Okay, I'm Larry. As a fan, what thing you get for expect so far from Leone Stars for the Afcon 2022 where we don't go so?
Well, we expect so darling Leone Stars for return back with that cup because since we get great players like Kai Kamara, Zengele, Musa Tombo, the Sierra Leonean born to be specific, we expect greatness and tremendous work from our players out there for return back with that trophy. Where the president already telling us, you know, one aim there for going and for carry the trophy back home.
Well, I'm Larry as a fan. Now, which player where you think say go be the hero for Salone for this Afcon where we don't go so select today?
Nevertheless, as Sierra Leone, we already don't put trust in the one and only the wonder boy, that's Kai Kamara. The only one who gets trust and open inside. We believe say Ingo help the rest of the team for bringing back that trophy.
So I'm waiting at the preparation for Leone Stars from the FA and from the government also.
Well, the government don't motivate the players. As you can see, the president don't pull press release. We are in the give public speech with the player them. We only meet with the player them. We try for talk say if they return with that cup, that it's tremendous things that we go change their life for good.
So I'm waiting at the world where you go send to our darling players for the Afcon 2022.
The word I go send to with darling player them is that be motivated and bring back that cup to our darling Leone Stars. That's all we get for Sierra Leone.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that's now some fans them where be they talk about what they think of the team in preparation, the matches all get for play. Desmond, you listen the fans them very optimistic. Although for Jamal Balak, it make them very clear that the FA now one problem we get with in terms of this whole preparation.
Well, you're right in what you say because from all quarters we serve this year, and we don't stay in this conversation engagement with them for quite a long time for like we do things in the right way. But you know, when we did pick out the wrong things and for make them correct them, everybody say we on the negative side. We don't want positivity for we country. And sometimes you don't go stay positive without action. You get for be positive, but also you get forget action behind it. So the rightful things needs to be done and also get engage the right people. Then, you know, for one today, I see in the very first time, then they broadcast the training just for like, I think it was 30 minutes or 40 minutes or so, show around and talk to the players then. We just hope, say, yes, that continuity they good. But again, I think we get professionals and we can able to do one better.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, we get professionals and we can able to do one better than you, the head of and the department, you going around trying for interview players. But that's where you get people, when people don't want and share the responsibilities then, that's where you get people juggle up in things they don't for juggle up themselves in. You know, this is the most important moment for we and every action around the national team, people foresee them because it means a lot for keep the motivation high in with the spectators and with the fans them and also the players them because so many want to make them people and see them, make them friends and see them. So there is a lot we need for be done. How many more hours we are counting for? 3 more days or 2 more days and then we are into the action. So we hope that we will get things in the right way in the coming few days that we don't left that nothing way of a concern not go spill up na the camp at the moment.
All right, let me do first giveaway. We'll come back and play some more interviews so they keep up with the show. We get 12 people who already do enter for the draw. All you need for do enter hashtag Leone Stars and get the opportunity for win one jersey for yourself. So just enter hashtag Leone Stars and we will do the draw very shortly where yourself will get the opportunity for win. 13 people will enter for the draw. Let me give them a few moments and see maybe more people go enter. And whilst we bring you this other this is not an interview, but players where they play at the Premier League, Barcelona, and players where no make the squad for one or two reasons we personal to them, being a try for say good luck to the team itself.
Evening, everyone. This now una Pekin, una Bobo, Samuel Bequin, where they play for FC Johansen. Today I want to take this opportunity for wish we darling Leone Stars team all the best and good luck in the upcoming games when again at the Afcon tournaments we get for starting for this time. I ask all man for support the Leone Stars team with prayers, and I believe say Papa God self could give them the strength, the togetherness, the confidence for letting them able make the country proud and also bring the trophy back in our house, for let we able enjoy with the trophy and also celebrate them as history and legends of this country as well. I ask that let all my week they in a salon, those way they not Natonya, those way they overseas, let them try for support the country's best national team, which is the Leone Stars team, and I believe and I hope that God go help them for let them able win this trophy, for let them able make the country proud and also bring the trophy back in our house, for let we able enjoy with the trophy and also celebrate them as history and legends of this country as well. I ask that let all my week they in a salon, those way they not Natonya, those way they overseas, let them try for support the country's best national team, which is the Leone Stars team, and I believe and I hope that God go help them for let them able win this trophy.
Hello guys, it's Mose here. I'm sad I can't be joining you guys to help you in this cup because of my injury. But I just want to wish you guys good luck. Play with your hearts, give it your all, and for sure Salon can choke some people in this cup. Let's go and win this. Good luck guys.
Hi guys, all to all Sierra Leoneans, Mina Yaya Kalon, as you know. First of all, I want to say sorry, one of the other players them for represent Salon this upcoming Nations Cup. I will really sorry, and I dare forgive your support. Yeah, together with Tuna, all Sierra Leoneans. I plead to wanna say to wanna all, let we give you support to the one way be say the coach Kista don't select for this upcoming Nations Cup. And Lord pray for we beloved Sierra Leoneans and we brothers then we be say they don't go for go represent our own country, and all the guys will be saying and we will select also for be part of this team, and we hope say all good day for give your support because in every job or in every side there must be a selection, you know, and so the coach has to make some selections. And he has made his mind and he has selected those players. So we now go there for giving support. And I hope in a long runs we will try for represent our own beloved Sierra Leone and peace and love. We present the flag this country we say we love very very much, and we're proud for the Sierra Leoneans, even though they now we miss them so much. And we hope say the Sierra Leone Premier League updates from Facebook updates we also, and on results on matches there, because some of we not will get time for watch all the matches there. Maybe we will get trainings or we'll get some matches there. When we will try to watch some highlights there and give you support from far away, we will pray again. Bless we will be say we will surprise most of the teams then, most of the countries then and this upcoming Nations Cup. One love, we love on all, we do it now, we support now. And on our Lord pray for when beloved Sierra Leone will be say don't qualify after 25 years. Okay, one love. Victory Leone Stars e forza Leone Stars, forza Sierra Leone, ma sempre e comunque. Dai, vamos!
Okay, that Italiano the way you talk now, only few people will explain to me. Anyways, that's now the voices of some players them where have them say and try for wish the team good luck as they go now for the draw itself. Just make sure you watch for your name as the draw go roll for the first jersey. Watch for your name. Where we go. All right. Hassan Big Sense Kanu are the winner for the first jersey. And one for say congratulations, Hassan. You go receive you Jazzy from one of the team members at Freetown. They go contact you as soon as the program end for today, Hassan. Congratulations for winning this week giveaway. We get one more Jazzy for go, so be rest assured you might be the next winner for the giveaway. Let's come to Desmond back now the show. Let we talk now about the head-to-head between Salon and Algeria. Well, we don't play 5 times before this time, and Algeria don't win 2. We don't go 2, and Salon don't win 1. And inside the matches, then the first time we meet na 1980, where Sierra Leone and Algeria got 2-2 na a FIFA World Cup qualifier, and the return leg, the match will end 3-1 in favor of Algeria. And also in August 1992, we play against Salon, beat Algeria 1-0 na African Cup of Nations qualifier. The return leg been draw 0-0 inside 1993, April 9. And the other time we play na 1996, where now the last time that's where we play Algeria, and the game be end 2-0 in favor of them. So with this head-to-head and with what people they say, and what you they see from your squad, you think say we will get a different scenario this time around. Other people they say, well, let we not go show too much strength against Algeria and get tired by the time we meet Ivory Coast and Equatorial Guinea.
Well, these are professionals. I believe that's why they train, and that's why they organize campaigns, and they all can get themselves fit. So whatever performance we put in the first game against, they're not going to determine what we for do against Ivory Coast. But as far as I'm concerned, looking at the head-to-head result, then I've been the past. Now we're in the present. And in the present, football don't become more modified in a way that you can be the better team in the books, but in 90 minutes, anything is possible. And you, the player, will score the goal. If you find yourself at the right place where the ball comes, and you can score the goal. Sometimes this can make some people not can score. Not to how good your team can do, but the only thing we make everybody they put emphasis on the strength of Algeria because they are the African champions, and then just win the Arab Cup competition with them play, and they're not active all this while we not get that kind of opportunity we then get for play then kind of competition there. So, and then when you look at with players then where we get again, some of the clubs then when they play, some of them not really active, but individually they are also standing out people. So we expect for the best. We cannot look at and say, now an easy walkover for Algeria. We get a pride for fight for. And some of these people want to write history as well. So, let that day be a better day for we then. At the end of the day, we will see what will happen. But it's a cracker one. You can't predict it on the television, on the screen. Everything has to happen on the pitch.
Okay, like you say now a cracker one, you see highlights now of we players, and this mainly a highlights of we strikers, and when you also technically minded. Looking at the form of we players them, with the Bundu, the likes of Kai Kamara, Musa Tumbo, and all of the service strikers where they invite, including Augustine Williams, and now we will likely get Augustus, we will join the team for replace the other twin winner Alassane, where unfortunately for a sustained hamstring injury where they rule him out of the tournament itself. What do you think about this setup, this part? Because forget a good attack, a fine, but also you go for look at you defend if you want for win a tournament.
Well, like as I say, we get players that were very unpredictable. On a good day in the office, they will give you what you want. But that also depends with the kind of blend of players they're willing to get. And when you look at the highlights and as you show, and so now because of them get great players and then teams they wouldn't play and make them able to combine them passes and therefore make them get the goals, and we see players that score and then teams and they. So I expect say yes going forward that day, we could get things in right in terms of the first team selection, and we not go rush ourselves for let we at the end of the day regret what we do. And me anytime I had to go out and they ask me, but what thing get for happen with Algeria and Salon, we need for be discipline. Discipline in the sense we not for lose the ball at all cost. we can lose and ball and not be constantly say with the loser, because the more we lose the ball, the more we get for run for fend the ball.
And that's therefore do it to midfield.
Yes.
That comes to midfield.
Well, it not normally depend on the midfield. It also depend on everybody, and also let we not lose the ball at the dangerous areas and within the park. Like say within the defensive area, within the flank, avoiding corners, avoiding set pieces. Let the game play. We allow the game for flow, then do possession. We say do possession and make sure say we keep just that discipline, knowing what you do. When you get the ball, the second decision for be a right one, for be one way, now a rush one or a guess one. Now only we make we lose to Comoros na Turkey after that first goal where we get. These are the things, and I just believe say when we get with players in a sound mind, then we could get to it. We get tricky players them, as I say. Look the clubs them according to the highlights, some of the moves them where you see ball control, the skill in taking on defenders and taking goalkeeper. It all depends on how comfortable they go that day. And one of the things they were happy about while we watch trail of what that happened there, that the field is good, the grass is good, and then have the feel good when they touch the grass and the ball. So let's hope for the best. I'm not saying say we go there, we come out with watering mouth and begin say, oh, we don't talk or no. This is not what we want for country and talk again. One come and say, yes, this is how we did it. Let's go for the next game.
All right. So like you mentioned, say losing the ball and all, and the Algerians, we know them for say then they run and they hold the ball and all. But like me always say, we know they forget the Ivorians them as well, because we attention all that to Algeria day. We already focus to Algeria. We also for remember, because we know at least Algeria we get a win against them. We get according to we record, but Ivory Coast we never beat them and we don't lost to them. Plenty goals against we. So now, who are the players the way you think say go be like the people away the team for not like depend on, but will carry the team way for take the responsibility?
Well, like for me on we own side, I expect if Stephen Corker go play, I expect him for be the commander, not the defense, because he talks a lot and he understands what in organization they're about. Because when you look the English football system, it all works around proper organization. So getting somebody like him, if he did that, they did at the defense, sure say yes, we could get some kind of discipline we expect for see. And not forgetting the goalkeepers as well. On me own side, I expect for see the young man from Eastern Tiger. It get within it take for let it show himself in this competition as well. So I expect them people they need for stand out for. And going forward, I like Sule Kaikai. I like in attitude and I like in working rate. But it all depends on who that the coach could choose. Of course, Buya, of course, he don't do very well, but coming back from injury, just try for getting fitness again and going into this competition. You see, this is not the reason make we all the frown see we for don't get a real friendly with a proper team. We go push we to that edge. Let we test the fitness, the compactness of we players and body wise and other things then. But however, we deal with what we get. So let's just hope say, and of course Augustine Williams from LA Galaxy. He's a very sharp lad as well, and he can punish any team at any given time when he get the ball at the right position. Let's not forget Musa Tombo is also a very good lad. If only given the opportunity and the coach them admonish him for let be disciplined on beating the offside trap, making always the finding self day, and he get the ball at the right moment, we might see and celebrate, and we say we celebrate with her. But for me, everything around with him, it depends on whether the coach could pick that day for standout. But my major concern is how are we going to be disciplined? Because I get somebody where they work on where they analyze like the past games and where Salon don't play with bigger nations, and what we see there, they call for concern how we go approach 10 kind of games there. So everybody for put hands on deck. Say it's about discipline. Don't lose the ball. You lose the ball, go press for him.
Okay. So the other highlights within the board, the screen now. the one way take we to this far where we did, because now the match this will change the whole scenario for Sierra Leone. So I'm looking at these highlights and see how certain players that be positioned themselves for take up the leadership. You know, the match against Nigeria and that of Benin as well. You see the likes of Kwame Chris step up, Mustafa Bundu, Buya Toure, Kevin Wright, and all of these players make the squad to the Nations Cup. What do you think about this? The position where we've been there, that this is one of the match where if we win or draw, it can give you an opportunity for go to the Nations Cup and then go and execute their duty well. And Alhaji Kamara, so one player I will not forget Alhaji Kamara, when I play the most major league inside Europe this season, the Europa Conference League, when at the third major league in Europe for in club randers.
Like if we go for play football, we can see what we see. So this exciting and flamboyant football from we forward them. But if we go say we go study and then try for play in fairness, then at the end of the day we not go see this way we see. So if you look, what to make we achieve this, and because we able to put pass system together at a convenient moment, it be necessary for us we get the goal set. But if we go say we go begin sit down, we allow them to do all the dirty job by pushing we, then we say we defend there in and there out, then it causes a lot of problem. We get players the way they score, they're very aggressive, very skillful, but all we need for play football. Football in a sense, like I say, we need for make decision at the right moment, and we need for follow up waiting we do. Because if we're not able to follow up the pieces then where we set, then it will create a bigger problem for we. But I'm sure then say we don't look at this highlight. In fact, if I was there at the end of the day, this is the highlight we set everything for with the Nigerian game. That's something then for look at and see that spirit. Because waiting lead me follow, we get the first goal from Kwame. Now this organization from the Nigerians in defense. You see inside the pass come on, 2 defenders in the run for goal, shield them from the ball. 2 defenders in the run for goal to the goalkeeper. While he gets in space, he just go and score. And Kelvin Wright as well. He's a very good lad. He can do everything with the ball and he able to kick the ball from all angles of the pitch. I just hope say Tuesday could be Wiyonde on the pitch and then Algeria then Yonde could be on the books.
All right. Yeah, because all the books don't take Algeria for be, but honestly, they get the squad. They get the squad and they get a very good record, unbeaten record now in the world as one of the teams them way very hard for defeat. We see what them do Ghana a few days ago, but some people say no, that's Ghana, that's not Sierra Leone. It can be a different scenario. We do unto Egypt, we do unto Nigeria, we don't do them against other teams them, and it can be the same for Algeria. Quick one now, let me take waiting IBK begin for say to Fajabari. I want for say credit to Fajabari for this video, and this now one interview where IBK do earlier on in the day for talk about the team so far, because IBK did with the team now, the media officer for the SLFA, and he did with the team now. Come on, we'll listen to it. IBK
to represent the team when it comes to the media, and also to ensure compliance with regards, CAF regulations when it comes to, what obtains, at the African Cup of Nations media-wise. In other words, to control interviews, what is to be said, what is not to be said, who to grant interviews, which journalists we should allow, at what particular point in time should we allow them to come, if we're supposed to allow them, so basically, and also to ensure that, our Sierra Leonean journalists will be coming over to watch to witness the tournament, to ensure they have access, as best as possible, because CAF has got their own regulations as well. So this is why I mentioned earlier on that compliance is obviously a must. Also, to control even our own team, our players. To get them to understand that you don't go to every place, you don't grant interview to every journalist, you don't take every picture. We have to be together, we have to comply. With the rules and regulations of CAF, that clearly speak to comportment when it comes to the media as far as the tournament is concerned.
So have foreign journalists visiting your hotel?
They've attempted to flood the hotel, I must say, but the good thing is that the CAF media guys. They've come here this morning. I've had a meeting with them. They've explained to me further with regards the do's and don'ts, of these tournaments, regarding the media. And also, I've been able to speak to the technical team regarding that for onward communication of those do's and don'ts to the players. So yes, I mean, we've had a number of, foreign media houses coming forward requesting for interviews. Very prominent amongst them is one that came, and they were very much interested to speak to Musa Noah Kamara. Popularly we call him Musa Tombo. They wanted to get an interview with him regarding his wife kissing his feet before we left Freetown. So yes, we've been having these challenges, but we've been trying as best as possible to manage the situation in line with CAF regulations.
I was here in the hotel, when you arrived. The team arrived last night. And I can confirm to you that Musa Tombo is one of the most popular players, if not the most popular Sierra Leone footballer at the moment. Because when he was about to leave the bus, I had people shouting, and as soon as he got off the bus, people were just greeting him, shouting, those kind of stuff. So yes, he's one of the most popular footballers, Sierra Leone footballers for now. So honestly, I will not be surprised if there is, international media interest to speak to him. Now, let's away from your job. Let's talk about Leone Stars now. I know you're a journalist, and also you can also pass for an analyst. Let's talk about Leone Stars' chances. At this African Cup of Nations, they are in the same group with Algeria, as well as IFK Coast, and then Equatorial Guinea. How do you fancy your chances of getting to the or going beyond the group stage? Let's start with your match against Algeria.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, this basically reawakens my thoughts around what we have to do because of taking into consideration the task ahead of us. So yes, our chances. I must say, we have chances. We have chances, especially to qualify from the group stage. It's going to be difficult. It's not an easy task ahead of us. Taking into consideration Algeria, the strength of Algeria, Algeria, they have an unbeaten run of 34 games, the most recent of which is against Ghana. So they are no child's play at all. But I assure you also that Sierra Leone, we have a very, very resilient side. We have a very, very committed and highly motivated side as well. We're highly determined, and if you take a look at what we did against Nigeria in Nigeria, having conceded 4 goals, we came back and we got all 4 goals. We got an equalizer in Nigeria. It tells you we're capable of creating surprises and things like that. So we look forward to seeing what is going to happen, especially against Algeria, because it's the biggest match that we're looking forward to. So
realistically, what do you think you can achieve?
We're going to be able to go through the group stage.
So you will consider that as an achievement?
We're going to be able to go through the group stage.
You will consider that as an achievement?
Yes. We're gonna go through the group stage because I'm sure we're gonna have a very respectable result against Algeria, and then we try to get the 3 points from both Ivory Coast and Equatorial Guinea, which is very possible.
All right, like I say, thanks to Fajabari for that interview. I hope say no go back that I use your video. Sorry, not asking your consent, but I fully credit you for the video because you get some. Thank you. And Desmond, this is not the only interview we don't get direct from the camp itself, not Cameroon. And I became make it clear. But again, let's just ask you the same question where Faja end with. You think, say, moving from the group stage and qualify to the round of 16 will be a big achievement for Sierra Leone?
No, it's not. It's an underachievement. If you think of despite the struggles and what we get, this is football. We target not to foresee because we reach the round 16 an achievement. No, that's not an achievement. What we are looking for now is, for me, I don't, and the spell I'm out clearly say, our target is to go out there and play the last match of the day, which is closing ceremony, where we are in the finals, we're playing for the cup. That's the aim I have. And that's what I see in so many of the boys, and because it's possible. Then get the legs, then get everything. We don't get for shy. We say Sierra Leone can do it. Despite we in competency in so many areas around building the team, giving them what they want and equipment, infrastructures back home. But we can play football. The boys can play football. Because if some of them cannot play, then the clubs they are in, they'll easily not be playing there. So the need there for that we appreciate what we get around we. You know what make we find we say that not doubt hang around we is how we approach issues them around with preparation for this tournament. Let's say we don't get everything right, we don't assume the confidence level for them higher than the day so. You know, I talked to a few players them and the side of the issue is it demoralizing for you then they think that kind of way they because at the end they play the game. But on the other hand, all these challenges can also be something good if only them put them at the back of their mind. They know, see, we are going there as one soldiers, putting on the same color. I'm for you, you are for me, you know?
All right. I think for open the phone line, let we find them out there. Say have a say and give them prediction. I will show the number just now. If you want to call and be part of the show. But Desmond again. Going back to the interview with IBK, you know, Fajabari and IBK make it clear that Musa Tumbo don't continue to be the most popular player in the camp, and that not to anything we'll be surprised about, as in the most popular player na Sierra Leone as well. Even when they train at stadium, they see the crowd where they go there, everybody they go there for Musa Tumbo. Yes, despite we get top players them like the Stephen Coker and although Musa Tumbo are the star at the moment. You think say this go give more pressure or this will be a motivation for him for do what people they expect?
Well, Musa in history, now one way we all for write home about, especially for Sierra Leone. Forget about the drama, the controversy and everything around, but Musa in some of the interviews they say he left Europe for can't qualify Sierra Leone. Yes. He not play all the game them as we expect him, but today he's where? He's in Cameroon with the team. So that alone don't symbolize for young picking them or young people around the country. You know, if the nations and way everything is organized well, Musa is somebody who then go use in story for teach people them about believing in yourself, looking at yourself from a humble background with nothing, just expecting what you want in life for yourself, whether it's possible or not, but it's your mantle that you carry. I want to be there and a day. Look at him today. He's at Nations Cup. Who knows? You know, if we look at the fame around them now, as a nation, we able to pick up and quick and go get that kind of effort day na Cameroon. Who knows what they go do there? The only sad part is that we not get the kind of crowd where we go need for tell the people and say, yes, this is somebody come because he's a raw talent. Nobody don't see where they play. You not get nothing for study, but forget about what you don't see in a salon. There's nothing absolutely you can able to study as a coach from Musa. Say this if he close and so, he close and so. No. The only thing Musa need if ever he play that day, let's get the good service. You get the good service, he's there for us.
All right, so if you want to be part of the show, we will give you moments for let you call +61401200269. Call we on WhatsApp and have you saying at the show. We will fix you up for get you comment add. Maybe we go through the motivation package where we will see them because with we national team now everything is social media. We see a motivational package of match allowances, match bonuses, and where they've been get for release. And one of the thing where we look at now the fact that in this one appearance fee for each match will be $3,000, and if they get match bonus for each draw winner $1,500 and match bonus for winner $4,500. So what do you think about this motivation?
Well, whatever little you go appreciate them, but on a normal day, on a normal day where you look at the strength of waiting for happen, I would say it's not enough for them because.
Okay, hold on, I will put you on soon.
Because what you think about now is life after football, where we don't create an environment for we players then. So waiting then they give them now, we go appreciate the moment because government as a whole in this difficult situation where people they cry in our country, they don't do the level best, but they can even do better than that. So it's a motivation going forward.
All right, let me take the first caller. Hello, Bao. Good day or good afternoon, good morning from the US. Hello, Bao. Yeah.
I tell you, thank you for the program, and I just want to give you a contribution towards the Leone Stars, and I believe we're in the right direction. Presently, sorry for the background, we're in the right direction. I would just want to encourage the coach, the key staff, we just keep on going because we know how hectic it is. You know, there are a lot of stress, so everybody they expect more. You know, everybody expects we need the results anytime. Yes, we need the results. But we all know some of the things that we don't go all around from preparation and up to this stage. But notwithstanding, there are light at the end of the tunnel, which I believe that at the end of the day, come Tuesday, we all struggle to get a easy ride. I'll call it an easy ride. Other school of thought might want to differ, might want to say, no, it's not possible because Algeria has defended the champion. But I want to remember saying, Sierra Leone don't be through the civil war. We don't go through a lot of challenges. We don't go through a lot of things all these years. God don't help people go through this thing. So good things they come from small places also. And let nobody know despite nobody know despite say yes, we are a small nation. It's not possible for them to go out and upset any nation. No, it's possible. Everything is possible.
Okay.
And I just say something good is about to happen. And by Tuesday, we will be surprised. So I want to say thanks also for this program. You're blessing a lot of lives out there. And also, Brother Desmond, I've been following you in several platforms. You guys are doing excellent. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Bao, one-time journalist also. Well, a journalist is always a journalist working for AYB. Now we're based in the US. Thanks for calling, Bao. Okay, we still they get more calls as they see the number. We go take few more calls and then we go say bye bye for today. We go can we last draw, but keep calling if you can. We go pick you call. So Desmond, waiting now the expectation where you get from the for the team going further because we only get a day or two for make a difference or we return back home after the 21.
Well, first, me concern, let we COVID free the very day for the match. Everybody in high spirit. My expectation is that we win Algeria game, go home, give the boys some very good massage, give them some very good food, give them some very good time, make them sleep. No much celebration. Hit the ground running the next couple of days, and then go for Ivory Coast. That's my expectation. I know you say I get a doubt. This is football. Everything is possible. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, but Desmond, I want to let you pick. Somebody send message, let Desmond pick in first 11. But you go do that while they can't do the second giveaway. They pick in first 11. I don't say now difficult thing for Desmond because all the boys that I boys them. Nine tiggy boys them. So, but this boys is let Desmond pick in first 11. And now in good friend with John Kista as well. So we do the second draw now, while Desmond they put in first 11 together, and also we go come and analyze and say bye bye. Let we just share the screen. The same hashtag now you they use hashtag Leone Stars. Yeah, hashtag Leone Stars name you go use for the draw itself. And then we go move on. 31 people don't enter already for the draw. So I don't get more time for waste. We go straight ahead. Watch for your name, please. Wow. So today we get a winner from YouTube. Always now people where they Facebook win. So today it balance one winner from YouTube, one winner from Facebook, and Alfred Panda and the winner for the second jersey. Congratulations, Alfred. We one of the team members will get on to you for tell you how you go receive your jersey. Well, no lose hope. We got more show for do and more giveaway for do. So always stick with this show, share the page, and comment, like, and also following our social media platform on YouTube. You can subscribe. And I want to say thanks to we followers as we don't reach the 1K mark. Now YouTube already. Thanks to all for the tremendous support. And on Facebook we keep going. Thanks to Desmond and all the people that really support we so far. And to the team we get Joseph, we have been color blogger. Also get Kata, we na Petros, and we get Jerome. Jerome for be joining today, but I don't know why. Maybe they pass sleep. Anyways, we dey move on. So Desmond, back to you for Terry. You own first 11 where you think say can give you a win or at least a draw in the match against Algeria.
Ibrahim Cisse in goal. That's the Eastern Tiger goalkeeper. Kelvin Wright, Usman Kake, Steve Kolka, Umoro Bangura, the captain. I get a question mark. He has not been that too active, but I like him ball control. I like him calmness. Now the defend, he able to organize play as well. So I had to go with him for that. Not to see him for last the whole 90 minutes. Probably he could get a change. And if there is a possible change, I look at Yemi Dunia for Kamde, or maybe Medo would drop now in position and then send John and Kwame up front. Then in case of changes, but if changes no there, I get Ibrahim, Usman, and Kolka, Kelvin Wright, and the captain Umaru Bangura. And then in midfield, I'll go with Medo, I'll go with Kwame, and then I will go with Isa Kalon.
Okay.
That's one of the side then. And then also going forward, I will go with of course we need fast people. I'll go with Augustine, and then I'll go with Kai Kamara and Sule Kata.
Okay, Sule Kai.
Sule Kai, sorry. So
yeah.
Yes.
So with the team where you don't pick now, a lot of people will pick this team a few days ago. So man, they say you know go pair Koka and Zengele because of the age. Other people they say you need Kai for start from the bench. Let Alaji start because Alaji aggressive up front and he gets the ability for score goals at any time. Other people can talk about Musa Tumbo for getting the opportunity, like you said earlier. Nobody knows Sabi Musa outside Sierra Leone because you go online, you need to see much highlights of her because we will come to that later. Moku Don Leone Star with all the confusion the way they happen now. We signing, club will sign player, then they come out say we not good, not to we sell and give them. Now we player all anything and they not good for the development of the game. And I think we're very common with one particular club where they call Eastern Lions. It's very common with them. Always when they sign player, other team will come back and say not to sell and give them. And the player they always can get issue of I not be get contract with Lions or be contract done or I not be get this. The other time it happened with Bo Rangers and Lions for Musa Tumbo. Other time it was Masalaki between the and FC Kalon. And now it's Prince Barry and the captain for FC Kalon. We see Mohamed Kalon in SSF camp and deny say they not get no deal with Eastern Lions. So we go come to that. But again, if you go to the internet, you need to see no record of we local players them. And this guy for do with Premier League board, the FA and the clubs themselves. Clubs they not get active Facebook page for themselves. I'm surprised for Kalon talk and one of the WhatsApp group they say the FC Kalon page na Facebook, not to their official page. I'm surprised. It's a fan page. So if you look at this, we need for develop beyond the Asian days and try to take football serious. But there's more like we come back to what will they say. People get this team where you get we don't predict them, like a very good team, but otherwise they look at the age and all within the squad.
Well, for me, the age not to in the team. We get Daniel Alves for Brazil. They still play now Barcelona. We get Buffon, still they play. We get Cristiano Ronaldo at 37 or so. He's still playing. So age is not the issue. The problem is the organization. If we able to organize ourselves well, do the right thing at the right moment, we're there. These people, the only thing where for people with concern is if these people have not been that regular in their clubs, when then they come, let them not get pulled muscles in the first 10 minutes. If we fall in that category, they go forcefully for change, and then we game dynamic will change. But age not get for be an issue for we. Let's just go there and do the thing for the nation, and I'm sure the boys will do it.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. I think so we don't exhaust a lot of the things there. And moving forward, we don't profile the defender then today. Next program, because we got for the program before we game. Hopefully, we go look at with midfield and the strikers. And they all play good football, although some not get better playing time now than club. But at least we get major players the way they play influential roles. Now the teams the way that they play for from Germany to Sweden to America, they play good football. And for we home base players, the way they call, we continue to wish them all the best and hope so they get time for show themselves to the world. Say yes, football they play back home. I want to say thank you to you, Desmond, who you joined with today. And this don't be one of the longest program because we talk a lot. And we go join on our back. Hopefully, before we play by Monday, we will get another show for talk about the team, bring you more profile and analyze what we think and make we self get the best out of it. Thanks for joining us, people out there. Continue to follow in our platform and also follow Desmond. Desmond gets his own show. Desmond is sure I can call him the hard facts, the hard truth. We get the journalistic thing because when you look at we can look at and say, okay, Lord, wait till the real picture come on out. But that's more in the investigate, dig the story, and bring out what it is. People not like them for that, but you get them kind of people there. We need them now in society, And one thing that's more, I know what they are female football they die. We see NACAF page a lot of FA inform. We say FA don't.
I say we did the Nations Cup. Down there we go talk them. Let's just we're cooking something. We come.
Yeah. Under 17, we women them they don't withdraw them from the World Cup qualifier. Well, that's how it is. From whether they promise we female league, we not see them. But everything is towards the Nations Cup. With all this, everything towards the Nations Cup, me believe so for going now.
Yes.
And that's so it for B. All right, then. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We go join on probably on Monday or Tuesday morning for talk more about the team now. Cameroon. Until then, stay blessed.
Thanks, guys. Happy.
Yeah,
and thanks for being with us. See you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Leone Stars, now we get the cup. Leone Stars, now we get the cup. If you put yourself down, if you put yourself down, God go is you up. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. Na one word, oh yeah, Leone Stars na one word, oh yeah, hey mama, Leone Stars na one word, oh.